So today, for a insight into a bit what it's like to be a sports administrator, particularly a local sports administrator in this difficult time, and to have a chat about how some of our athletes are faring when there's no sport to play. We're really lucky that Wayne, the General Manager of Frankston District Basketball Association and our Frankston Blues rep teams, has zoomed in for a chat. So Wayne, it's lovely to see you.
Yeah, great to see you too, Peter. Very nice to be here, and thanks for the invitation. Thank you.
How's the club faring?
Yeah, well, Peter, the club is faring well. We did some videoing and also launched what's called a home court, where they can do stuff on in their backyards based upon some guidelines that we provide them and some competitions and all of that. And that's been really successful. In fact, we've had over 1,000 people on that. And of our 9,000...
Wayne, is that on your Facebook or your website or...?
Website, Facebook, Instagram, all those social media outlets, which has been terrific. And Daniel Spangler has been doing a great job with Jared Moss, our development manager, in producing those. And our players have got engaged too in terms of our NBL1 elite players. So those younger people can see them do it and they try to aspire. So there's been that link.
Has this sort of enforced downtime given you and the other people who work at Frankston Basketball an opportunity to think more deeply about what your job is and why you're doing it, and how that might impact how you go from
this? Has given us an opportunity to assess what we're actually here for. And as sports administrators, we can very easily get carried away with our own importance and accolades and so forth, because sport is a high profile part of our community. We're here quite obviously, and it's been brought home to roost in the last 50 odd days. We're here for our local community, and there's no doubt about that. You know, we have people that are playing basketball in our community that play basketball at a level or low level, but they play it because they're lonely. They play it because they want to be engaged with other people for that short period of time. In many cases, some of the junior players, their total focus is sport. And in some cases, school is second, family second, everything else is second. Yeah. Sport's the pinnacle. And some of the athletes that play here in basketball play two other sports. They might play footy, they might play other sports as well. And that's been taken away from them, not only the playing, but also the training. And so they've really, really struggled with that. And I've noticed we've had a couple of boys that have made contact with me directly after some guidance, after we ran our mental health evening with Headspace late last year in December, come to us directly and ask for some help. And because they're really struggling to adjust, and we've referred them on to Headspace. So if there's been a couple out there that have asked for help, I'm sure there's a lot more out there. So they've found it difficult to get on with their life because sport was such a big part of it. So we've learned in this period to make sure that we don't lose sight of that fact that our community has to be the number one priority.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better revelation. I mean, it's not really a revelation because I know that you've always known that, but a better principle to be reinforced. And I would second that as somebody who's been involved in sport at various levels, as you know, my whole life. One of the things that I think keeps a lot of us bound to sport is, yes, we love the physical activity, we love the competition. Some of us are more competitive than others, but it's also that social interaction. For a lot of people, yes, it's your family, it's certainly your community, and for everyone who plays some sort of sport, it's your friends. Wayne, thank you so much for having this chat. You know, it's been really interesting and an insight into not just how players are feeling, but also administrators. And I'm sure I speak on behalf of everyone out there that we're really looking forward to getting back into whatever sport it is anyone plays and coming in back in the Blues when the competition starts again.